What's up, guys? It's your boy King David, back at it with another video. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about life force. I'll talk about the ojas, and I'll also talk about reasons why you should conserve your sexual energy. Like I always talk about semen retention. So let's get right into it, guys. I know so much about it that it's starting to become just like who I am. And the more you retain, the more you realize that it's not really like something you should call semen retention. Is something that you should understand that a lot of people aren't going to understand, for one, and it's something that you should just do naturally, is what I was going for here. You naturally are going to retain, guys, especially if you're really serious about the journey. It's like you start to realize what you still hold on to and what you won't. And the further you go, the more you realize it's difficult. It's difficult to get rid of everything because it's a process. It's like different stages, guys. I think I truly started semen retention maybe a couple years ago. But I never really got serious with it, guys, because our mind tries to create justification to release. We look at internet posts, or not internet posts, we look at AI, or we look at the scientific benefits behind it, and it says that there's nothing there to do when, there's no increase in energy or anything like that when you retain, guys. That's what science says. Science says that there's nothing really that is happening. But like I said before, you gotta do the journey to actually understand the journey, because when you really retain, guys, you get to a point where you start to believe in yourself more than you believe what you hear on the internet. A lot of people, and even scientists, don't know it all. Some people even lie about their journey and how far they are on their journeys and stuff like that, guys. You got to be honest with yourself mostly. This journey is about being honest with yourself. It's not so much about the destination or the journey of it. It's just about coming back to who you truly were. And with retention, guys, that's exactly what you do. From now on, I'm going to try to not call it retention, because retention, it makes it seem like you're actually able to, or that you're denying something. It's really just accumulating life force energy, guys. And not all is accumulated. You lose some through wet dreams. You lose some through maybe with your partner. You have a girlfriend or you have a wife. You're still going to lose some. There really is no way around losing a little bit of ojas, guys. Ojas is the essence. It's stored in your semen, guys. And that's what gives you the energy to do everything, guys. Ojas really is everything. Without your ojas, guys, you're not able to make money. It's your spiritual currency. People think just like, oh, spiritual currency is whatever. But everything that you do in life takes energy. You have to get up. You have to move. It takes energy. You have to, go eat or go somewhere or just move around. It takes energy, guys. And for me, being so addicted to the content, guys, and going through those battles that I've been through is the hardest part for me, guys. But I'm at the point now where I don't care about it anymore. That's how I know I'm changing. I'm like at the ripe stage, guys. I'm ripe with the videos and stuff. Like, I think the hardest part about this journey is waking up. I know not the hardest part is not waking up. The hardest part is getting to the point where you're transcending. The waking up part is hard too, but the transcending part is a harder part, I feel like, than waking up. Waking up was difficult because, like, you see through the veil, you see through things. Like, you knew you were always different, basically, guys. Like, you knew that you thought differently of things, and you're not like the masses of people, and you think more peaceful most of the time, and you're not really trying to get involved in certain situations, and oftentimes you completely avoid majority of situations that are bad or negative because God's like protecting you in some way, from from so many bad things, guys. Like, you're just like divinely protected in ways. Now, not everybody on my channel who watches it or who watches my channel, is going to be that same way, but what I've noticed, guys, is when you get on your journey, like, it's all about the journey in the beginning, but you don't really remember it. Like, you don't really think of it as anything. Like, I remember when I first started, guys, I didn't think of it as like retention journey, guys. I just thought of it as like who I was supposed to be. And some of the things that I like remembered were like unbelievable. Some of the dreams that I could remember, some of the memories that I can remember, guys, like, it all started to come back. It's like pieces to puzzles. Like, I remember specifically I stopped watching the content, guys, and I stopped releasing. And the first thing that kind of happened was like I felt guided. I felt guided to the right direction in life. I feel like I was so focused. That's how I was able to get the 2 jobs, guys. Like, that's how I was able to buy the bike that every time like something really like good had happened in my life, especially in the beginning of retention, of this journey, guys, it was because of that. Because prior to that, my life was like, it was good, but good things didn't really just come out of the blue like that, guys. Buying the bike, being in the best shape of my life, women wanting me more. I mean, they wanted me before, but it was like a different kind of want. It was like let's start a family kind of a want, you know what I mean? That's like what happens when you're on the journey, guys, and you're on a longer streak. It happens so often that it's like that. I ramble a lot, but here's the thing. Since I'm like getting to this ripe stage of the transcendence, the hardest part to do is to let go of the content, guys. It's to let go of the things that you had watched on the internet and to kind of steer yourself away from it for long enough. Not even for long enough, because like you get to a point where you just don't really care about it anymore, and then you search for other things to do in your life. Like maybe read a book or go play basketball or work out or hang out with some homies if you have any that are actually decent homies and they're not just like people who are trying to bag on you or call you out for past mistakes that you did in your life. You have even the friends that are around you, you have to really like analyze like who they are, even family members, guys. Like you start to analyze people and why they're in your lives, guys, and are they gonna be peaceful like you? And are they gonna bring up anything in the past and try to put you down in any kind of way, or even just bring up anything that you know that just you don't want to talk about, some stuff that's really just kind of like lame. You get to that point, guys, like where you have certain days that aren't the best, guys. Like you even feel almost like lost, not lost anymore. Like there was moments where I felt very lost when I lived in Nevada, but I don't feel lost anymore, guys. Like you feel more like yourself. It's a scary transition, guys. Like I'll be completely honest. Like retention has like made me go through so many different battles that I would have never been able to like face. I feel like if I never began the journey to begin with, I know that I would have had to face them, but it would have been different. Like everything is already destined to be what it is, but at the same time, it's like I realize it's like a nonstop. For me, I feel like it's not nonstop, but sometimes it was at times nonstop battles after battles with yourself, with your internal dialogue, with trying to like prevent yourself from watching the content and being better and trying better and doing better, losing jobs because your energy gets higher, but then you end up relapsing because you're low in spirit, losing friends even because they don't know who you are or they don't want to hang out with you anymore. I've been through so many ups and downs, guys, with this journey, and the thing about it, guys, not everybody's journey is going to be the same, and not everybody is going to go through the same things I have. Some people have it a bit easier. Some people have like a couple battles and that's really all they have to go through. And other people like me, they have to go through like constant battles after battle. And God puts you through all this because he knows you're strong enough to endure it. And that's just how life is, guys. I've noticed recently I've became like really physically fit. Like really fit. I've been running like every day almost, and been working out, running, taking care of my body better. I stopped drinking, guys. Like I stopped smoking. I've been stopped smoking, and I don't drink, guys. And I just noticed the improvements. I think with your journey, everything happens within time, guys, but some of the things that you let go of, you can just feel them like you can't feel it before it happens, but you can feel it after like you've given up on the very thing that has been holding you back all your life, guys. You can feel it the day when it happens and you're just like, I don't need this anymore, you know? Whether it be like a relationship, whether it be something like a substance, guys. It's like whether it be even a family member, guys, like you get to that deepness within yourself of knowing that you're good by yourself. You're good with who you are. You're good with the bads and the goods. Like, yeah, sometimes you messed up in life. Sometimes you did the wrong things, and sometimes you might have not been able to change your life in the ways that you want it. Even imagining things and where you would have been when you were younger. And then now that you're older, you realize that nothing that you ever thought really manifested itself. That everything was God's ordained plan. And that you really had like no control over it, which is kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's like, it's understandable that it's like that, guys. And coming to acceptance that it's like that you don't have the controller in your hands. I think we would destroy ourselves if we had that controller in our hands. To be awakened in this time, you got to be strong, guys. Like, you got to be something else. You got to be like this bulletproof vest, man, because so many people are going to look at you so differently, and that's what I get all the time. I was given a car by my grandmother, a Honda Civic, and I ended up crashing it, guys, but it was a nice one. It was like a 2016. It was a touring. And I crashed it on my way to my girlfriend's house. Or she was at work, but I crashed it, right? I crashed into the back of somebody because I was lighting up a Black and Mild, guys. And I was thinking about like her prior to me crashing, guys. And like, and then sometimes even to today, like, I still think about that car, and I still think about like why everything happened, because now I walk everywhere, guys, like, and you start to think about like life and how it works out, like, and then I came to a conclusion, like, maybe I don't need the car in my life right now, and that's the reason why I don't have another car. Not even maybe, it's like, it is like the journey, the path that I'm going down. I don't need the vehicle to do this path. It would actually be in my way, because I would probably end up driving places that I don't need to go. I thought about like what I did when I had the car, and I didn't really do much, guys. Like, oftentimes I was by myself. Even before I got into the relationship with her, like, it didn't fulfill me, guys. Like, I'll be real honest, like, you have to find peace within. That's why they always say find peace within, because you have to fulfill your own peace before you can have everything else. Like, if you can have it all, like, my car was nice, but let's say if I had an even nicer car and I had a house of my own, and I had like, you know, maybe even a family of my own, right? And I had clothes and watches and all this materialistic things, but somehow deep inside my soul, I just never felt right because I was never at peace with who I am. I would go crazy. I would go mad. And that's what life's like. I feel like that's what the retention journey is about, guys. Like, is finding yourself, because all this stuff around us is just materialistic stuff. Like, even our bodies, like, right? It all perishes. It all fades. It all goes eventually. So just what you have in the moment is really what's important. As long as you have enough, guys. As long as you have enough to make it through the day and make it through not even make it through the week, because you don't even know if it will last through the week, but just make it, as long as you make it through the day, really. Sorry, sometimes I ramble, sometimes I think about things, but the content, guys, like, I've gotten to the point where I don't really care so much about it. Like, I know what's on Instagram, and I know how, like, it feeds into your lust and your desires, guys, and I know, like, me being on Instagram, I watch other people get these views, especially women, right? Most of my followers, not my followers, most of the people I follow are women that I don't know, and they're beautiful. They're all beautiful women, but I have never seen any of these women in my life, and yeah, they have nice bodies, they have voluptuous bodies, and they look good, and yeah, for sure. It makes you want to, like, find someone like that or be with someone like that. But then you have to think realistically, like, these women are like a dime a dozen, not dime a dozen, but they're like a needle in a haystack. Sorry, that was the wrong. They're like a needle in a haystack, man. Like, it's going to be hard to find the one that you're really looking for like that, and it's got the body shape and stuff. Like, some of the girls are a little bit different, but a lot of times these girls, they hide themselves from the viewer, from the people of this world, because so many people have seen them on the internet, and they, like, have these intentions of being with them. Same with me, right? And then I see some of them, and I'm just like, man, I wonder what she would be like, as a girlfriend, or I wonder what she would be like with me, right? I think a lot of guys think this way. And when you don't retain and you don't think deeper into things, you just end up releasing to it, or maybe you don't release to Instagram, but you go on the sites like the XXX sites, guys, and you end up releasing to something like that, or some girl that's, like, famous on there. Majority of people don't think like me, but that's okay. I'm okay with it, because I don't really care about what other people think, to be honest. As long as they're not, like, trying to hurt me or harm me or something like that, guys. Like, yeah, I really don't care anymore, or I never really have cared about. I've always been, like, kind of the oddball out, guys. Like, I've been cool with a lot of people, but I kind of always have been, like, a little bit different from people, since I didn't really, like, have, like, a mother or a father in my life most of my life, guys. So what I'm trying to say is, like, the journey, basically, like, the content, right? Like, there's still stuff that I have, right, in certain devices. There's still like some content, but it's, like, much less. It's more subtle. It's not like what it was. And then you still end up going back to watching some of the stuff that you used to watch, but it's less likely that you'll go back to it. It's not like, I remember when I first started retention, guys, like, my computer or my phone or whatever would just be filled with the stuff. Like, it was just like normal, like, for me to have like porn videos and stuff, guys. Like, sorry to put that out there like that, but I mean, like, I would just have it like on my phone, guys. Like, everywhere I go, I would have some content, and it's like, I didn't watch it all the time, but I did watch it a lot of the time. I would get home, I would like launch the site, I would get on it, I'd release, and I would do whatever I was doing, guys. Like, that was like the routine. That was like what I did. It's like when you start to transcend it and it's getting ripe, guys, like, you realize that even when you release, this might be TMI, guys, but even when you release, you don't really feel nothing anymore towards it. There's not even a feeling towards releasing. Now, if you were with a woman, of course, it would feel good, but you start to see past a lot of these things, and when you do, guys, it's different. It's different because then you're like, what's the use of like having this stuff around? It's like, if it doesn't really do anything for me, like, why do I have it? But you still have like an attachment to it because like you still have a habit. You have an attachment because you had a habit. You've been watching it for years, and you've built like this strong habit towards it, and then to let go of it in the physical realm, you have to like get rid of it. Not like throw away your computer or whatever, but or like throw away these devices. No, you don't have to go that far with it, guys, but you can you have to what was I gonna say? You have to delete it off your computer or off of whatever device. Sorry, guys, I just woke up from like a nap, man. I've been chilling. When you do that, guys, like, you're still gonna have like that urge to like it's not like an urge like how it used to be, right? Like, the urges before used to be, okay, there's a certain video in my mind, I want to go and watch that video, and then it just keeps coming back. I want to go watch that video, but that's not really an urge, guys. Like, that's just like your brain telling you like, I want a dopamine hit, so go launch the site and go look for this video so we can release to it. But eventually that fizzles out because you realize, like, even if I released, it wouldn't even be worth the release because it doesn't even feel good to release. Unless you're like with an actual woman. You know what I mean? So you kind of like bypass that in a way, and you're like, well, I don't really care to like look that video up. So it's like the strength behind that urge, or whatever it is, I'll call it an urge for right now, but the strength behind that urge is not as strong as it was before. It's more subtle. It's like, before it used to be like, oh, go watch this video, and you just would go and do it. But now it's like what's the point in doing it, right? So like your brain's kind of like struggling with you, trying to make you do something, but like you don't really like have that energy to go do it anymore. Like, you don't really care to go launch the site and do it because you're like, there's no point in doing it, right, guys? I may be just like beating the horse right now with what I'm saying, but you start to get where I'm going for. Once it's ripe, guys, like, you're still gonna have content, guys. Like, you're still gonna have it because of the habit and whatnot, but it becomes more subtle. And then I've noticed the more subtle it as it's become, the more attention I get from women. And that's probably because I'm working more on my body too, guys. Like I'm working out more and I'm taking better care of myself, drinking a lot more water and exercising harder and running more. So my body's getting more lean. And I've been like doing other things like playing basketball and stuff. And it's like now I have like an urge to like read. Like I have an urge to read. I have an urge to do some of the old things that I used to do. Like I used to skateboard. I went to the skate park yesterday because it was close, and I decided to like skate a little bit. I realized, hey, it's kind of dangerous to be doing this, but I landed like some stuff that like I used to land in the past. And I know it's because like I've been retaining, and I know it's because I've been more physically active that it was easier for me to land some of these things. If I was like just laying around, it would have been harder for me. So I find myself just doing more things naturally that are like better for me when I'm on the journey. And that's like the big part about the journey, guys, is like you start to realize like a lot of these things that you were doing in the past were just like wasting your life force energy, your currency. You were kind of like wasting it, but you have to like waste it to know that you had it to save. Like you're like saving it. Now you're like, okay, yeah, I've been wasting these energies for a while. Now it's time for me to save them. So, you just kind of just are like, nah, I don't need to like do this anymore, right? Now I'm going to touch on one more thing. I'm going to make it short. I'm going to talk about the women, right? Like, you know how like women have been noticing me more? Like I was saying, guys, like it'll be the same for you once you get a certain distance into retention. When you see a woman now and you've been working on yourself, it's a different kind of energy behind it. And it's because your energy has changed. You get like almost like you get like a stare from women. A lot of women like this. Like you get like a stare of like, who are you kind of stare. Some women will actually slow down in their cars just to look at you. You'll be like running through the park or something, or you're just on your jog without your shirt, you know, obviously because it'd be hot and you gotta be able to breathe and stuff. But just doing your thing. Like guys, I've noticed too, they're like more mad. They're like more like they don't like you as much. Like random guys. Maybe some homies will be cool with you, but a lot of random guys don't really like you as much. Like they're like kind of like off-put by it. They don't want to really talk to you very much. And until you start to like until you break the ice and introduce yourself, then they're kind of like cool with you. You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, this guy's chill." And you guys spark up a conversation and you just, you know, you guys play basketball or whatever, that's fine. But at first they're kind of like hesitant on talking to you. But the women for sure, like you'll notice that you get a lot more stares now. Like if the girl's like really decent looking or good looking, really good looking, like you still get the good looking girls to look. This is the funny part about this whole thing, right? Like if she's really good looking and she's in the car, it's like a 50-50 chance. Like she'll either look at you and she'll be staring. I wouldn't even say a 50-50 chance, but like she'll be looking at you guys. You're just doing your thing. You're running. You're not focused on her. Like it gets to a point where you don't focus on women, guys. Like you've been retaining for so long where you're just not like, you're not looking to like for those wandering eyes. right? You're not looking for a woman to be looking at you. Like, you're just doing your thing at this point. And now it's like you doing your thing. Now they're like focused on you more. Whereas before you were like looking for them almost in a way, guys. Like, you were looking for like that validation or attention. Now it's, you don't even care about that. Like, you're just doing your thing. You'll be running, you'll be doing your thing, and then a woman will just like be in her car and she'll just be staring. And if you look at her, like, because you obviously you can feel that energy when people stare at you, you can feel their energies. So you feel that energy and you look, or maybe you don't because you're just so locked in. When you look, you see like she's a good looking chick and she's like, oh, she looks, but then she looks away, you know? Even if she's not that good looking, she's going to still look away. But the thing is, guys, like, that happens a lot more often. Now, if she like sees you in person, like if you're on the trail and she's on the trail and you're running by her, she may wave, she may not wave. A lot of girls don't wave though. Like, some of them will though. Some good-looking women now will like wave to you. They'll like wave or they'll smile or they'll say hey, but they still want to be like the ones that you pursue. So, but they don't realize like you're the prize, like you're the one they really want. So they're going to be lusting after you, but you're really not lusting anymore. So it's like they're already magnetically drawn to you, guys. Like, they're going to be interested in you just because you're in shape, you're good looking, you got long hair, you're looking fresh, you got the beard. You know what I mean? You don't have to have long hair, guys. I'm just saying, like, you just look like the part. Like I've said in other videos, when you look the part and you're doing your thing, guys, like, they're going to just be magnetically attracted to you from the get-go. They may even spark the conversation up. So just be like prepared for that. And you don't have to talk really about nothing or even talk to them at all, guys. Like, when you're locked in on what you're doing, to them, they find that very attractive. And trust me, man, like, trust me, guys, you're going to get a lot of women staring at you. But most of them you can't do anything with, guys. Like I've said before, you can't do anything with them because you see through the veil. You can already kind of like, it's like you see into the future, guys. It's like you have like some like special sunglasses on or special glasses on that allow you to like see like, is this person a good fit or not for me? And you make a conscious decision off of whether you should be with them or not, off of just how they interact with other people too. You know what I mean? Is she like mean at the cash register? Like, if you like walk up to buy something, or you're like with her and you're like, say if you guys got together and you're like not necessarily together, but you were just like in the store together and like you're hanging out. Is she nice to the person who rings her up? Is she nice to her mother? Is she nice to her brother? Is she nice to like her father? Is she nice to just a random stranger? Like, you know, oh, there's like the socks are down here. Like, say if it's like an old lady or whatever, is she nice to her for no reason? You know what I mean? Without any, I don't know if obligation would be the word, but just without any like favor in return. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you know like she's genuinely a nice person, and she's probably going to be genuinely nice to you. Now, not always, guys, but yeah, you get what I'm saying here. This video has been quite long, and I just wanted to touch on a couple facts. And you know, have a blessed day. Peace out, guys, and stay on your journeys, like I always say.